I'm Pepper Baker with your ABC 24 News update. New questions about the mysterious death of Nolan Wells. The 18-year-old Mississippi student was found dead after a July 4th boating trip with friends. And this morning, his parents spoke to ABC as they launched their own investigation. Investigators in Mississippi are combing through videos taken on Horn Island around the hours Nolan Wells was last seen alive. They say Wells and his friends were celebrating the 4th of July. And the sheriff's office is now saying Wells's friends claim he decided to stay behind. One of Wells's friends on the trip made a missing persons report to the Coast Guard around 11 p.m. that night. Wells's mother made her own report just after midnight. And Wells's parents spoke to ABC News this morning, saying while there were still unanswered questions, they want to remember their son as someone who made a difference.
He's going to be really missed. I know a lot of his teammates, they all look to him as a leader. He's more like a silent leader, not real big on words, more action, which is kind of like I was. I really wasn't real big on talking. I really wanted to show you and you follow me, and people follow him.
Attorney Ben Crump is representing the family. Crump says when Wells's cell phone was returned, there were deleted messages contradicting what was said by Mississippi authorities. Authorities have said they believe Wells drowned, but the sheriff stressed their work is still ongoing to determine exactly what happened. This afternoon, a bridge in East Tennessee on I-40 has a new name, and the bridge is located just north of Pigeon Forge. State leaders say the naming was to honor what President Donald Trump has done for the country. Our sister station in Knoxville went to the naming ceremony and has more.
This bridge in East Tennessee on I-40 was just named after President Donald Trump. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and other high-ranking officials unveiled this stretch in Jefferson County Thursday morning. Interstate 40 spans nearly 2,500 miles. And one stretch in Jefferson County has a new name.
Above the waters of Lake Douglas, the name of the president who puts the American people first.
U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent led the unveiling ceremony to officially announce the new name of an East Tennessee bridge.
Everyone who follows those cars is going to go across the Donald J. Trump Bridge.
I think history will remember this president as a president who helped sustain us and helped us get fiscally sound.
State Representative Jeremy Faison says over 80% of Jefferson County voted for President Trump, but acknowledged those who didn't.
There are people incredibly upset at this. I get it. I understand. He's a controversial figure.
A figure with his name now displayed on a 10-foot sign.
This highway goes from Barstow, California to Wilmington, North Carolina, 2,556 miles. President Donald J. Trump wants to keep America moving, keep America growing, get transportation moving, and this project is a part of that.
A project bringing in U.S. senators, U.S. congressmen, and the family of President Donald Trump.
On the heels of America's 250th anniversary, it is fitting that we gather along one of the great highways that binds our nation from coast to coast.
TDOT will replace this bridge starting this year with a completion date estimated for 2029. In Jefferson County, I'm Alana Mutnick.
And that was your ABC 24 News update. I'm Pepper Baker. Thank you so much for watching.